Everyone, welcome back to the Sunny Side. I'm Sunny, and these horoscopes right here, right now, are specifically for Taurus for the month of May 2018. Oh, excuse me. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get down to it. For those who don't know, just a quick reminder, I'm a professional astrologer. I do write the horoscopes for some of the newspapers up here in Canada. And I do give professional readings, or personal readings. If you want to know more about that, just have a look in the description box below. Also, we have little mini readings right here on the channel almost every single day on our live broadcasts, and there are tons of them. If you want to know anything about that, just tune into the channel. All right, let's get down to it. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. Okay. All right, calm down, Sunny. Chill out. So the month of May, the action for May is actually going to start at the end of April, just like the action for April started at the end of March. And this one is going to start once again with a full moon. Now, here we go. So this horoscope is for Taurus. As the month opens up, all the action is going to be here. The spotlight is going to be on Taurus. Happy birthday, Taurus, by the way. I hope you're having a super wonderful birthday and then you have an awesome birthday month. Now, there is some... Okay, so I'll let you know what's going on. So the spotlight's going to be on you. Okay, Taurus, spotlight's going to be on you. But whenever there's a full moon, the month's going to open with a full moon, or April's going to close with a full moon. And that's going to happen for you right here in your astro sector of personal relationships. And whenever there's a full moon, it means people are going to find out something about you. People like to say, so the moon is what you want to do. You know, some people say it's your emotions, but like love is an emotion too, right? And that's Venus, and like aggression can be can be kind of emotional, and that's Mars. The moon is what you want to do. And in this time of the year, the month is going to open with you wanting to do something for your partner. And as such, it's also stuff that you're doing behind the scenes, and everybody's going to see you do stuff for your partner. So what's going to happen is, if you're dating someone secretly, or it's what's going to happen, I'll say it again, everybody's going to find out something about your partner, which is not so weird, because if they throw a surprise birthday party for you, everybody's going to find that out. So it's not as spooky or weird as it may seem. If they don't give you anything for your birthday, people are going to find that out as well. So they're going to find out something about your relationships and what's going on with your committed relationship, like your partner, like your boyfriend or your spouse or something like that. And that's what's going on, and that's what the full moon means. In addition to that, we have this nice blue line here. See that? In astrology, blue lines are good. And that's Saturn up here, and that's the sun in your first house. Now the sun is shining on your ego and identity, and that's the action. And Saturn is usually what controls and restricts us. So something from, but Saturn's more than that. It's not just control or restriction. Some people are like, oh, Saturn's going to take away. Oh, I'm hooped. Not necessarily. Saturn also adds a lot of discipline and dedication and devotion, and it brings something older to the table as well. So it may mean you might be in a relationship with someone older, or someone older than yourself from a distance is going to do something with you, something really nice, or maybe you are going to shine your light on someone older at a distance. It's just you know, it's not always as crazy and as difficult as it seems. It can be subtle like that. Anyways, those are the two big energies that are going to happen to open up the month. Yeah, Mercury has finally gone direct. So I didn't write this down, but I might as well tell you as we're going along. Mercury's gone direct. Mercury's finally moving forward again. It's direct in your astro sector of your 12th house here, which is things that are from your past and things that are behind the scenes. So behind the scenes, people are still gossiping about you, but they're not backstabbing you anymore. They're not saying bad things about you anymore, Taurus. People behind the scenes, they might not be saying good things about you, but they're definitely not stabbing you in the back anymore. And all this stuff, things from the past, like you might have been wanting to start a business from the past. Some old ideas that you had that you were revisiting, they're moving forward now. So just to, once again, people, places, things, ideas, whatever from the past are starting to move forward again, and you might bring them into, at the end of the month, you might bring them into the daylight. You know, you might carry them forward. Like if you had an old business idea from the past, you might bring that forward into the future. But that's all up to you, you know, Taurus. You don't have to do that. Lovers from the past, you might bring them forward over the next month into the future. You might really start a relationship with someone from your past once again, or you might not. But that's what's going on. Anyways, there's some more energy, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So that's the first one. The full moon in Scorpio, something's going to be uncovered about your partner. And then Saturn is trining the sun. So something about your light is going to shine on something at a distance. All right, and then everything is nice and chill for the most part. Everything's going on. See, the lines are changing around to different aspects. And then we get to May 7th. And when we get to May 7th, this is when things get to start to go a little sideways here. The moon in Aquarius is going to square the sun in Taurus. And for everyone, this is a little different. But for Taurus, you're going to really feel it because the sun is shining on you. And whenever there's a square between the sun and the moon, you're going to feel as if your needs aren't being met. The sun, which warms you, which warms us, the warmth in the universe, so to speak, the glowing light that makes us feel fuzzy, is not shining in a way that the moon, which is what you want, it's not shining in a way that you want it. And it's odds. See that big red thing? It's a red light. It's at odds. So what happens is you're cruising along, and this is what you want, this is what you want, and the sun's shining like this, and yeah, the sun is shining right on you, Taurus, like it's your birthday, everything is cool, but this is the way you want to feel. So it's like this, and this is what you want to feel. So you're going to be like, oh man, nobody gets me, because this is your feelings. You're going to be like, oh, nobody gets me, the sun is shining, yeah, it's my birthday, but I wanted this, I wanted this, no one is to understand, this really sucks. And here, you're going to want to spend some time doing something. Like you're probably going to want to go out, around May 7th, you want to go out and hang about, have some fun, but everybody's going to want to, do something else. So just a heads up, because that's the kind of thing, and I'm telling that about doing that in all of the horoscopes here. I'm saying where the sun squares the moon because, some people, we all follow different energies. Each planet gives off a different kind of vibe, and we all resonate with a different vibe at different times of the month. But it's fairly consistent. There are times in the month when you're like, ah! And this is definitely one of them. Now, enough of that. Check this action out. This is, watch this. Now we're gonna get down to the action of the month, and it's gonna get kind of serious. So on May 11th, the sun is trine retrograde Pluto. Sun 21, Pluto moving backwards this way, coming backwards to mess up Capricorn. Poor Capricorn is grouchy as hell right now, and even more bad shit's gonna happen to them. It's really funny. Anyways, your light, the stuff you do, is gonna continue to shine on this stuff that's far away. This is a major theme for right now, for April, May, June. This is all a major theme for everybody. And for Taurus, it's in your astro sector of higher learning, spirituality. Higher learning is like going to school, taking workshops, courses, the things you need to know for when you go out into the world. This is education, training, higher learning and education, like training, skills, your skill set, and this is using your skill set. You need to get this down so that you can do this stuff, and then here you're going to make the money from all of this stuff. But if you don't get this down, then you're not going to do this stuff, and people are going to find out. And there's a lot of energy going into Taurus, studying and figuring out their place in the world and what they want to do. And right now, the sun's going to shine some light on this retrograde Pluto. Pluto's going this way, so maybe Taurus has failed a course and they have to take it again. Or maybe they, a course was full and they have to take it again, or a class or a workshop, whatever. But you're doing something like that, or maybe someone from a distance, you liked it one time and then they left and now you're going back to see if you like them again. And it's that kind of vibe. And so, or maybe you went to a church and you got to go to a different church because you did something stupid. Anyways, that's what's going on. It's also obsession. Someone from far away might be obsessing over you, Taurus, and they're coming back and it's getting pretty intense. But you are actually moving forward. The obsession is returning, but you're moving forward. And anyways, it should be a harmonious kind of situation. So someone or something is obsessing in the areas of education, and it's probably far away from you, but it is going to have an impact on you. Now, here's where things start to get really intense. So that's around the 12th. Now, backing it up. Mercury, okay, so right around the 12th and the 13th, and this is where the big energy is happening for the month, and it's really big energy. Mercury is going to be conjunct Uranus right around the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, all the way to the 16th. That entire week is going to be tense and violent for a lot of people. This is a square. See that little red line? red line in astrology is, oh, that's not good, that's not good. And it's going from Taurus's past into Taurus's present. It's crossing Taurus's ascendant, but that's not like really where your ascendant is, right? It's wherever you're, you know, that's, it's just, this chart is for everybody. So, but for some people, it's going to really mess them up. So first, Mercury is going to, you know, Mercury, your thinking, your communication, what's the action? It's going to cross, it's going to conjunct Uranus, which is sudden, explosionary, sudden, explosive, and revolutionary energy. It is, hey, what the hell's going on? And it's forming a square, which is an acrimonious relationship. Acrimonious means bad. Relationship with Mars at 28 degrees. And we pump it forward again. We're going to see 29, 29, right? Mercury's going to pump ahead, but Uranus is going to be 29, 29. So this is where the action is for the month that you have to watch out for, and this is what's going on. So the sun's doing all this stuff. And see, it's right here. We think we have it under control. All right, I got this action at a distance under control. But the tension is going to be mounting as the month progresses. And then when we get here, Mars, 28 degrees, is going to move into Aquarius. And Uranus and Mercury at 29 degrees Aries are going to move into Taurus. So the entire energy is going to shift. But it's a square, so this negative energy is going to mess up this part of your chart and this part of your life, and then it's going to shift over and mess up this part of your life. And it's going to take a full week, and the intensity isn't going to change. See, it's 29, this is going to be 29, that's going to be 29. I left it like this because that's the conjunction here. And you're going to obsess about it. Now, for Taurus, it's going to start in this higher learning and education sector where you're having problems. Stuff's going to repeat itself from 2016. Obviously, in the fall, we talked about that before. But now Mars is going to move from here into your personal career. Boom, boom, boom. See? 0 degrees. It's going to into Aquarius, and that's your career. That's your public life. That's your, you know, that's your how people see you. That's your business world. And that's going to have a major shift in your impact. So you're going to go from aggressive at a distance, you're going to fight with people at a distance, and then you're going to move into here. And because of all of this, and all of this, remember someone from your past, repeating things from your past, oh, I thought that was gone, but it's not gone. All of that action, all of this action is going to go right into your public career. So when you go out, you're going to be grouchy. When you go out, fights are going to happen. You're going to argue with people, Taurus. Taurus is such a calm sign, but you're going to freak out. And people aren't happy with what happened here, and so they're going to vocalize it when it happens here. And that's around the 17th, things are going to start to shift over. Yeah, Mars and Uranus switch signs. And then, okay, and so Uranus is going to go into Taurus. So sudden and unexpected stuff is going to start to happen. And that means for everybody who knows Taurus, everyone else who's watching this video because their friends are Taurus, you're going to find out Taurus are going to do weird things. They're going to like wear some weird makeup on their head, the face. They're going to get some weird haircuts. They're going to do something crazy. They're going to change the way they look in ways they've never done before. So major heads up with that. Now, going back once more, the whole action is going to happen right around the 15th. On the 15th, we have a new moon in Taurus. Taurus, this is a big deal. It's Taurus and Capricorn have all the action this month, but it's harmonious. Taurus, for a bit of it, a bit of it, anyways. Taurus and Capricorn are harmonious. It's Taurus and Aquarius that cause problems, and Aries and Capricorn that cause problems. So that's where the problems are. But it's gonna smooth out, and it's eventually going to smooth out, but it's not going to smooth out. It's going to be tough until about the 15th or the 17th. So anyways, on the 15th, all of this tension here, it's going to be building and building, and you're going to be, and right here on the 15th, you're going to be, what the, and then you're going to lay some new game on your appearance and your ego. You're going to step out into the light, and people are going to be like, wow, that's Taurus. I never expected you to do anything like that. And you're going to be like, maybe you don't know me. And they probably don't. Anyways, that's what's happening with all that. So keep an eye out for it. See that? Mars is moving over there, and Uranus is moving over there. It's a big deal. Whenever it switches signs, it's a big deal. Look for the weather to go crazy, right, in the middle of May. Look for snowstorms in the middle of May, or, you know, Taurus kind of stuff, you know, Aquarius kind of stuff. So maybe not snowstorms. Snowstorms is like a Scorpio kind of thing. But like, anyways, look for weather. Major shifts in the weather there should be violence that happens on a grand scale. We should have grand scale of violence. Some big event should happen for everybody, and the weather's going to get screwy. Next, on the 20th, Venus is finally going to go over into Cancer. And now, I know that's a good thing for some people. It's good for Gemini. But for Taurus, for most of the month when Venus is in Gemini, then you're in a money cycle. So most of the month you're going to be in a money cycle. But from the 20th, things are going to move on. You're going to change. The energy is going to change. The energy, like all of the energy is going to change, Taurus. And everything is moving on. You're going to come out and you're going to change how you appear, how you look. You're going to change where you put your energy. You're going to change all the weirdness from the past. You're either going to move on or you're going to let it go. And love is definitely leaving. You're leaving a money cycle and you're moving into a communication cycle. So you're going to get out there and spread the word. You're going to change around the 15th or 17th, and by the 20th, the change is going to be complete, and you're going to get out there and you're going to start talking to anybody. You're going to be social. All this Jupiter stuff in here, Jupiter is still retrograde here. It's when it goes direct, we'll talk more about that in July. But for now, you know, relationships are a big deal. See, it's a nice harmonious trine going on here. Friends and relationships. Your friends are dreamy, Taurus. You're making a lot of friends, and a lot of them want to get really close to you, but you just changed, and that's the deal. Anyways, that's the deal, Taurus. So that's the deal. And on the 22nd, the Sun is going to make a harmonious aspect. One sec. On the 22nd, the Sun is going to make a harmonious aspect. The Sun is going to... Anyways, by the 21st, the Sun is going to move over into Gemini, so you're not going to be in the spotlight anymore. You're going to be looking at your money. You're going to look at all the money that you made at the beginning of the month, but, you know, it's time for new business and doing stuff. Anyways, the spotlight is going to move on, and it's going to make a nice aspect to this part of which has moved your energy, which moved on to the career sector. So once again, you're going to spend the first half of the month focused on higher learning and spirituality and things at a distance, like overseas or at the next state or the next country or province or wherever you live, and over the next village, like wherever you live. And then it's going to move over into your career. You're going to go, Tauruses are going to school, they're learning stuff, and then they're applying it to the work. Tauruses are going on trips, vacations, and they're taking all the stuff that they learned on vacation, and they're bringing it home to their career. And that's this kind of action here. Taurus is also this energy, all the stuff from their past, all the crazy stuff from their past, they're bringing it forward into the limelight, into their light, into the light of their daily life. And that's what's going on with Taurus. They're moving this from the 12th house to the 1st house, from the 9th house to the 10th house. And for most of the month, they're in a money cycle. But then towards the end of the month, they're going to break out of it. They're going to have a completely new revelation about themselves. This is the time, this Taurus should have a major personal transformation this month. Major personal transformation. And then it's going to move forward. It's going to move forward. You know, you're going to start thinking about money more. Instead of just attracting money, you're going to put the spotlight on it. You're going to look at your money, take a hard look at your finances, and you're going to get out, you're going to get chatty, and you're going to start making a little bit more money. And then finally, the month is going to end on a full moon. And the full moon is going to happen in Taurus in your astro sector of finances. So the month opens up with you learning something about your partner, or everybody checking out your partner. Oh yeah, this is the guy I'm dating. Yeah, he's pretty cool. And it's going to end off like this. Oh yeah, this is, you know, we just bought a house. You know, we just bought a car together. And that's the vibe that it's going to end up. And that's the action, Taurus. That's your vibe for the month. That's your vibe for May. That's it. So once again, it's going to open up with a full moon, everybody checking out your partnership, and then it's going to end with everybody checking out the stuff you and your partner do together, you know, purchase together. And so like I said again, everybody at the beginning of the month, everybody's going to find out about your partnerships and how much people love you. And then on the second half of the month, at the end of the month, people are going to find out about the money that you guys spend together, or the things you do together. You're going to start the month in a money cycle. You're going to end the month in a chatty cycle. Get out there and meet two people. Spread the word cycle. The major influences happening are from far away, so you got to watch that action. And stuff from your past are you're just revisiting stuff from your past. And that's the action, Taurus. Happy birthday once again. I hope you have a super amazing month. And if you want a closer look on anything, then it's definitely just sitting here. Then definitely tune into our live stream here on the SunnySide in the mornings, and get a mini reading, or check out down below in the description box for a personal reading. And that's the action. From the SunnySide.net, I'm Sunny, wishing all Tauruses the absolute best of a super beautiful month. And I'll see you guys soon.